Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I don't know why someone have been removed by the Google Meet. Yeah, to be honest, I really don't know what actually happened to that person. Okay, so we can actually communicating, using the chat room, or you can actually just giving me the icon. I will usually remind you on the icons of what we can actually use. Okay, so I think you guys already know that my lessons, whenever that I start to use the online, I will be using a platform of the free form. So I noticed that some, not some, most of you, you can actually have access towards my free form already. So it means that you anywhere anyhow you will have one gadgets of Apple. So you can actually log in and you can try to do something. To make my notes looks more interesting. So there's the reasons you notice that they actually got a Doraemon there. Okay, this one I purposely putting there. Okay, so if you don't like the positions of it, you can actually just click on it. Okay, you just can actually click on it and then put the sorry, you can actually just unlock. Okay, you click the unlock button and then you can actually just move whatever positions that you like. So example, like now I try to move it like this, okay? And then I will be lock it. Yeah, so this is the good things. We can actually put the 3D icon inside it. This is the first discovery lah. There when just now I'm so free, then I just play around with it. Okay, now for you guys, you can actually redo your revisions for what we already done last week. So you notice that the notes inside is still remain there. If you want to look back on our discussion, either you can actually come to this YouTube. Okay, this YouTube is already updated. The previous one have been removed due to the musics that in front that I put in before we start our lesson. If you still remember, they actually got the music. So that music is actually illegal because I use the YouTube music. So that's why they not allowed me to do it. But after I remove it, they allowed me to publish into YouTube. So this is actually, you can rewatch it. If you notice that your YouTube is not working, no worry, you can easily click on this video. This is actually I directly attached into it. So this is not through the YouTube. So either one will be Dula. Okay, then I think some of you already have it. Ooh, there is a big dinosaur there, right? Yep. So you can actually see this dinosaur. Okay, why it doesn't move? Okay, so by right I can actually see the AR lah. But I don't know why this one it doesn't move around. By right, it should be moved around. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, you can move here. I didn't notice the button play there. So now you notice it's actually movable. Something that is movable. So this one, I think some of you already noticed that. I seems I already telling you guys. I already attached the some of the questions inside, and just now I realized that some of you already answering the questions of it. So I haven't do the marking. So we will be going towards it, come to the discussion based on your answers. So feel free to drop your handwriting, your beautiful handwriting, into it. Okay, so that's all. Then of course there's one more. So if you notice carefully, I already attached other country, like other state. So other state also doing the sharing, the sharing of the mathematics paper, either the technique menjawab or the sport questions, blah blah blah. So of course, if I've managed to find it, I will be putting the YouTube link into here. So I will be putting the YouTube link into here. So it's up to you. You can actually just go here and just have a watch on it. So you notice that currently that I have is from the para. By para alone, you already have 4. This is only talking about maths. Of course, if you link it, you have the access, then you will notice that other subjects also coming in. I'm waiting for our PAGS, Persatuan Aspirasi Guru Sarawak, to upload theirs into the YouTube. Then I will be able to put it here. So you can actually come to here and you have your watch into it. So you can watch ours, you can actually watch on the others stack also. Okay, whenever I have access to the others, I will put it inside here. Okay, so this is good things when it actually come to the multiple. And now Okay, for today, yeah, it's a duck Pikachu. By right, it should be able to play the ball, but I don't know why it doesn't work into the replay. But you can actually click into your AR. Yeah, so more light is needed. So you can see that. So I'm gonna continue to move. So this is my Pikachu. Yeah, big enough. Okay, so this is something funny to play around with. Okay, so now we come back to our notes. Okay, right. So yeah, sometimes not only going to be talking about maths, right? Sometimes we just need to integrate some digital stuff, so we can actually play around with the something that we have here. Okay, so now let's go on. Yeah, for tonight. Tonight, our topic's very easy. Yeah, I only have a few slides of questions or series of questions that we have. If we manage to finish discuss it, even though it haven't reached to 12 o'clock, I'm still going off. Okay, so this is what I agree with you. I will not pull you guys until 12 o'clock. After discuss all the question, then we will go off towards it. So today our topic will be focusing on the garis lurus. Yeah, our topic will be focusing on the garis lurus. So our garis lurus, if you can recall your straight line, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually in your Form 3 last chapter. If I'm not mistaken, it's on chapter 9. Because yesterday I flicked through the Form 3 maths, then I only realized, hey, the last chapter is actually talking about your straight line. So I think that is a part. But when you try to think a link towards your straight line, it doesn't be alone. It doesn't be alone. We have a few topics that link together with your straight line, such like your gradients, keturunan. Your gradients, your keturunan. If I'm not mistaken, that is actually you cover in your Form 2. That is actually what you cover in your Form 2. And then, of course, you also link with your coordinate. So you also link with your coordinate. As I think you can see the questions there box by box already. So it means that we are going to deal with the coordinate. So when we deal with the coordinate, if I'm not mistaken, your coordinate, you learn it in your Form 1. If I'm not mistaken, but I'm sure that you already covered in your lower form. So you have all these topics are linked together. So by basic, you already have 3 topics linked together. So at least you have 3 topics combined together. That is your keturunan, your gradients, and then your coordinates, coordinate, and then of course inside your garis lurus, your straight line. So we have 3 topics that combine all together into it. So for those I actually can access towards this free form, I will encourage you to log in, and then you can actually use your pencil to try to answer the questions that are available. Later we will be having it. So it's easier for me to directly mark your answers, okay? Rather than you need to submit to me through the WhatsApp, and then I need to download, and then I need to copy it inside. So it might be a few steps, which is actually quite delaying of a 30 seconds. So that is a good thing when actually we combine all these stuff together. Okay, so now without any further ado, let's go into the nota. Seems like the questions are actually provided for us. So before the questions, they provide us the short note. Yes, for this we only have a few things to learn. So first of all, like what I say, telling you saying that we need to learn about our concentrations, our gradient. So when you talk about your gradients, very clear to you, we need to have the formula. So we need to have our formula. So our formula for the gradients will be this one. Okay, y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2. So this is your keturunan, this is your gradients formula. And then let's see, can I color it with, so allow me just to cloud it. So now this is a major formulas that we have for our keturunan. For our keturunan. Besides your keturunan, they're using y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We also can have another one more formula. That is your negative y-intercept divided by x-intercept. Negative y-intercept divided by x-intercept. If you're telling me saying that, alamak, teacher, so many formula for me to remember, Can you help me to shortcut? Yes, I can actually help you to do the shortcut. The shortcut will be only this guy. Okay. In general, the moment that I give you two coordinates, two sets of coordinates, automatically we will be using the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's all. That's it. Okay. Meanwhile, when we talk about pintasan, that is your y-intercept. So actually, what is the intercept? Yeah. So first of all, you will be thinking, actually, what is actually the intercept? Intercept is just fulfill the concept is this. It's a y-intercept when x is equal to 0. Yeah, y-intercept when x is equal to 0. Yeah? So it's the same thing when I have x-intercept when y is equal to 0. So what is this so important things to telling you? Yeah, y-intercept when x is 0. Yeah, x-intercept when y is 0. So when we translate these statements, those statements into the coordinate, we will come up with this conclusion. That is, this one I will be known it as 0, y. Yeah, because it's a y-intercept, it means that it's a value. Yeah. Then when x is actually equal to 0, so automatically we know that when we translate it into coordinate form, it will become 0, y. Meanwhile, for x-intercept when y equal to 0, when I translate it into the coordinate, it will automatically become x, 0. Okay, so this is so important to telling you that. So if you've forgotten the formula that is negative y-intercept over x-intercept, it doesn't matter at all. Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. It's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. So you don't need to worry. You just need to remember the first one. Yeah, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Then it's done. Yeah, successfully, you're going to be deal with that. Okay, so after we do this formula, the second formula is actually you lead with your form 3, your form 3 stuff. That is your y equal to mx plus c. Y equal to mx plus c. So this is the second formula that you will need to remember until you die. Okay, so this is actually the second formula that I need to remember until we all die. So remember that this is a straight line equation, y equal to mx plus c. So what is actually m represent? So what is actually c represent? So from the note itself, you already can see what is the representations of the information. So your m is actually your keturunan, your gradient. Your m is actually your keturunan, your gradient. Meanwhile, for your c, this is already your pintasan y, or what we call as the y-intercept. So the m is actually the keturunan, the gradient, and the c is actually your pintasan y or the y-intercept. Okay, so now remember the sayings that in your answer, try your best to put every of your equations into y equal to mx plus c. Don't run into other form. Okay, don't run into other form. So you just need to remember saying that if the questions ask you, form the equation. Form the equation. Then please, use the y equal to mx plus c. Only that particular form. Other form, don't give. Okay, as the part of your final answer. But in the question, does they going to be giving you other form of equation? Yes, absolutely yes. I'm telling you, absolutely yes. The reason is, let's see. You notice, bersamaan garis lurus dalam bentuk lain. So you actually have the other form. Okay, you actually have bentuk lain. So you have other form. So this other form is where we maybe call it as a general form. It may be called as a general form, or we call it as the intercept form. So this one is not yet the general form. If now I bring over the c, so I have ax plus with by minus C equal to 0? Yes. This one, we will know it as the general form. Okay, oops. So this one will be the general form. Yeah, so this one is my general form. Okay, so remember saying that this one is going to be my general form. Given one that is equal to the C, that is not yet a general form. General form, the right side must be 0. Okay, please remember, for general form, the right side must be 0. Yeah, so if you have any value on your right side, that is not yet the general form. Yeah? So remember that. Meanwhile, for the B, and the second one, this is what we call as the intercept form. Okay, so this is what we call as the intercept form. Why we call it as an intercept form? Yeah, why do we call it as an intercept form? Because from the symbolic, you already know that x over a. So this a is actually your pintasan x, your x-intercept. Yeah, so that is giving us the information. And meanwhile, your b is actually pintasan y, or what we call as the y-intercept. Yeah, so you notice that. Whoa. Yeah, so this one is so important information for us. Yeah, so with these two information, we can directly sketch our graph. Okay, so they actually give us a different information. Yeah? So the y equal to mx plus c, they will give me two information. Satu, gradient. Dua, y-intercept. The general form, it tell me nothing. Okay, so that's why they call it as a general. Yeah? But I only know that there is a straight line. Yeah, the general form only tell me one information. That is, they are straight line. Besides that, I have no other information. Okay. Meanwhile, for the intercept form, I will know the intercepts value, y-intercepts and also the x-intercept respectively. Yeah. So example, like now I'm giving you one. So where you can actually think of, how does it matter? Where when you actually have the or what we call the intercept. Okay. So now example like now I have the intercept. Okay, so I have x over 4 minus y over 1 equal to 1. Example, yeah, so I have this. So what does the information telling me? This 4 is my x-intercept. But be careful with the y. The y is together with the negative. Okay, the y is actually with the negative. Yeah? So this one will be my y-intercept. So when I combine these two informations for me to sketch the graph, I will be able to telling you that this is my graph. So this is my x, this is my y, right? Yeah. So now my y and my x are going to have the straight line like this. This is where my -1. This is where my 4. Okay. So I'm going to have label x over 4 minus y over 1 equal 1. Yeah, so this is my equation. Yeah, so you notice that my intercept form, I can directly use the information to sketch the graph. Yeah, very fast. Okay. Meanwhile, for the general form, for the gradient form, we can't directly sketch the graph. Okay, only the intercept form will help me to directly sketch the graph. Yeah, immediately I know how the graph is going to be look like. Yeah, so this one is a good thing when it comes to the intercept form. Yeah, your general form, your equation form, your gradient form, it doesn't so much. But the gradient form is the form that we will be always be using. Yeah, so I keep telling you gradient, gradient, gradient. So this is actually your gradient form. For those are actually missing in the rod, yeah, you're missing somewhere already, yeah, but suddenly you just hear the word saying, hey, gradient form, apa itu, apa itu bentuk gradient form, bentuk keturunan, y equal to mx plus c, ya, janji kamu lihat dalam bentuk y sama dengan mx tambah c, itulah dikenali sebagai gradient form, bentuk keturunan. Right? So there's a short information to telling you that for the particular topic. Yeah, so to be honest, even though it looks very little, yeah, it's like not so much. Come on, yeah, only have one formula to look for your gradients. Yeah, and there's y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2, or y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Yeah, so there's one. And then the second one you learn about is the gradient form. Remember always to be written in the gradient form, y equal to mx plus c. And then you learn about your your intercept form. Yeah, but there is a missing one important information. Yeah, so what is actually the important information? The formula for your jarak. Okay, your formula for your jarak. So we have jarak. Okay, so we have jarak, or what we call as distance. Okay, the formula will be equal to square root. Yeah, the formula will equal to square root x2 minus x1, the whole thing square, and then plus with y2 minus y1, the whole thing square. Yeah, so generally, so this is the formula that you will need to remember for your jarak. Okay, beside the formula inside the paper, so you will still need to remember this particular formula. Okay, so this is a very important formula for you to remember. Okay, so you can, whenever that you try to do your revisions or what kind, you can actually come to here and make sure saying that you know how to use that particular formula. Okay, so you might be telling me one thing. Yeah, you may shoot me back, right? Teacher, you already talked like 30 minutes, but I haven't know how to use the formula, right? So you're like wondering like this one, how does the formula really apply in my life? Or how does it actually been going to be applied in the questions, right? So this is the questions that you're going to ask me. Yep. So now let's go and look into the contoh soalan. So this is actually my contoh soalan. No, not mine. It's actually provided. So here you notice that very clear. They actually got 2 points there. The point is P and the Q. The point is P and the Q. So first, apakah soalan? Soalan dia ialah bentukkan persamaan. Okay, bentukkan persamaan PQ. Form the equation of PQ. So you notice that. So dalam bentuk bahasa Melayu, bentukkan persamaan PQ. Dalam bahasa English, form the equations of PQ. So we notice that. So what is the step? Very easy. So you need what? Remember saying just now? The moment that you see the words called persamaan, when you see the words called equation, you need to remember the format will be y equal to mx plus c. So it needs to be in this form. Y equal to mx plus c. So remember that this must be in this particular form. So let's look into it. What does it mean by c? C is our y-intercept. So y-intercept is what? When x is 0, y is what value? When x is 0, what is the y value? Okay, excuse me. So now I'm going into the x is 0. Just allow me to use the red now. So where is the x is 0? X is 0 is here. Okay, so along this journey, this straight line, the x is all 0. And along this straight line, the x is all 0. Then you notice that is actually at your coordinate P. That is 2. So telling me that my coordinate P is actually 0, 2. And these 2 also stand for my y-intercept. Okay, because y-intercept is when x is 0. So remember that. So now I have the coordinate done for my P, 0, 2, or directly I know that my y-intercept is equal to 2. So now I already know that my C, it will be 2. Now the problem is with my M. Yeah, now the problem is with my m. So remember just now my m formula? My m formula, I need y2 minus y1, and then I divide by x2 minus x1. Means that I need two sets of my coordinate, y1, x1, y1, and also x2, y2. Yeah, so remember that I need that two coordinate. I already have my coordinate p, 0, 2. Yeah, I already have my coordinate p. That is 0, 2. Congrats. I already have one set. I need another one more. That is my q. Yeah, that is my q. So now I'm going to put a dotted line going down. And also the line that cross across. So you notice the number is actually 4 and 4. Yeah, so if you notice carefully, notice that it's actually 4 and 4. Okay, so you notice saying that it actually 4 and 4. So what does it mean? It's telling us that our coordinate q is actually 4, 4. Yeah, so our coordinate q is actually 4, 4. Yay, now we are safe. Yeah, so we already have the coordinate p, 0, 2. We already have the coordinate q, that is 4, 4. Okay, how do you determine which one is 1 and which one is 2? It's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. If you are scared, example like you're worried saying that, Alamak, I might be determined it wrongly. So how is it possible for the other ways for me to remember? Yes, sure. We are going to follow the alphabet. Okay, we're going to follow the alphabet. Yeah, P and Q. Siapa dulu? Yeah, out of 26 alphabet. Which one comes first? PQ. PQ. So P comes first. So if P comes first, the coordinate P will become my x1, y1. Okay, so my coordinate P will become the x1, y1. Therefore, my Q will become the x2, y2. Yeah, so that is how you can actually remember it. So that's why you will not be confused with the sequence. Yeah, so now I already know, okay, my P is x1, y1. Okay, my Q is my x2, y2. So following to the formula, I can directly sub already. 4 minus 2 over 4 minus 0. Okay, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Then I have 2 over 4. Okay, in our maths, it needs to be in the simplest form. Remember that. Needs to be in the simplest form. So what does it mean? It needs to be in the form of 1 per 2. Yeah, if you leave your answer as 2 over 4, sorry, you can't get your marks. Okay, let you know. So if you left your answers as 2 over 4, I will telling you saying that, sorry, you cannot get any of the marks. So it need to be in the simplest form, 1 per 2. Okay, you will not be facing this issue if you are using calculator. Yeah, so example like now, you can directly press the whole thing into your calculator. Yeah, so example like what I say is this one. Hold on. I'm going to open my calculator. Where is my calculator? Okay, so now you notice that I have a side that with my calculator. Yeah, so what I mean by saying that you will not be facing any issue if you directly press it into your calculator. So example like now, I already have the form, right? What do I mean by the form? Okay? This guy, this one. Now currently I clouded with green. Yeah, so you notice this one. So I just need to press my calculator as 2 layers, and then just 4 minus 2 going down, and then 4 minus 0. You notice that? The calculator directly gives me 1 per 2. It directly gives me the 1 per 2. So you will have no issue with 2 over 4. 2 over 4 only will become the issue if you're using your mental maths. Yeah, example like me just now. Yeah, 4 minus 2, 2. 4 minus 0 is 4. So that's why I write it as a 2 over 4. Yeah, we accept that you're using a mental math. Yeah, or you calculated it separately. Yeah, so what do I mean by separately? There's like this. 4 minus 2. Oh, 2. Yeah, and then you have 4 minus 0. Oh, it's 4. So you write it. Yeah, then you are having an issue saying that you're going to write it as 2 over 4. But if you don't, yeah, example like just now, I directly showing you of the answer. Ooh, okay. Okay, so example like just now, I directly press 4 minus 2 and then 4 minus 0. You notice that it's straight away giving me the answer 1 per 2. Yeah, directly give me the answer as 1 per 2. Yeah, so this is how fast we can actually get the answers dengan calculator. Yeah, so make sure saying that you have your calculator. To be honest to you, do you need to show the step? No need. Yeah, no need. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, directly now I'm telling you, in the marking scheme, they no need for you to show this guy. This guy can be exempted. Yeah, so do you need to show the formula? To be honest, also no need. Yeah, the formula no need for you to show. I show you the formula because I want to let you see how do you suck your formula, your value into the formula. That's all. That is only the purpose for me to write down the formula. Okay, but this step is important. Yeah, 4 minus 2 over 4 minus 0. That is super duper important. And of course, the final answer. Yeah, only these two steps that I think is going to be considered as important for us. Yeah? Hey, congrats to us, right? Because the M we already counted, the C we already counted. So what is the final answer? The final answer, the equations PQ now have been defined as Y equal to 1 per 2 X campur 2. Done. Okay. Now, you notice that my calculator there, they show me 0.5. But why I wrote it as 1 over 2? Okay. The calculator show me 0.5. Yeah? But of course, I will prefer the fraction. Why? Example like this morning, one of your friends, yeah, the answer for the gradient is actually 2 over 3. Yeah, so it's actually 2 over 3. So you notice that my calculator is actually showing 0.666. It's actually endless. Okay, it's actually endless. Yeah, it's actually 6 all the way. You don't have it. Yeah, so we need to round off. So in the mathematics, we are focusing on to the 4 significant. Remember that we need to be in 4 significant. Yeah, so 4 significant means what? 0.667. Yeah, that is actually your 4 significant. This morning your friends lazy, I think so. Because if I don't know things that need to be given in 4 significant, I also will be choosing that answer also. That is a 0.7 because it's shorter. Yeah, I cannot write as 0, right? 0.7 and 0 is totally different. So there's a reason why your friend choosing 0.7. I don't blame. Yeah, it's nothing to be laughed or what kind of thing. Yeah, but it's actually just a logical. But it's just due to we need to follow 4 significant. So that's the reason we need to give 0.6667. We can't give 0.7. So now you're in dilemma. Oh gosh, so many things for me to remember. Ayo, mati lah. Yes, you're going to be mati if you're going to remember so much of the thing. There is a reason for mathematics. We are going to choose fraction rather than decimal. Okay, because you guys are not pure science. Yeah, if you're pure science, then I will emphasize saying that maths, physics, we're telling you that one. Yeah, but remember saying that you don't have it. Yeah, you only have your subjects that is math, or more or less you have your account. Yeah, then of course your account you understand that you never play with fractions, right? Okay, oh gosh, I don't know who is teaching you guys account, but so far either is Cikgu Kai, yeah, I think it's Cikgu Kai, right? Yeah, is teaching you the account. Yeah, so you notice that he never telling you saying that 2 per 3 sen or 2 per 3 ringgit. Yeah, you notice that he never telling you that. Huh? he always be telling you that saying that 67 sen. Ya, 67 sen. 0.67 ringgit Malaysia. So I think he will be reading it in that way. Because why? For money, we need to be in decimal. The only this part. And it must be only 2 decimal. So for our SPM, our standard, so we follow only 2 decimal when it comes to money. But other than that, example like this equation, we follow 4 significant. So we should be follow to the 4 significant. But of course, if you can follow fraction, just follow fraction. So example like now 2/3, you don't need to write 0.66666. 6 until the you yourself also pengsan. So no need. So you just write as a 2/3. So now you understand why I prefer 1/2 daripada 0.5. So same thing with the answers here. You notice here, they ask your langkah 1, your step 1, they go and look for the PQ, gradient of the PQ. So 1/2, you notice that I already look for it, right? And then the step 2, we need the y-intercept that is 2. So I also look for it. Automatically, we can get this information from the graph. Do you need to write something? No need at all. No need at all. You just directly write y-intercept equal to 2. That is more than enough. So these informations that written here is just for our reference. So here, it's just to explain why suddenly the y-intercept is actually 2. So it's just telling us that one. And then lastly, your step 3, your equations of the straight line PQ, you can immediately just write it as y equal to 1/2 x and then plus with 2. So we can actually just use that information. So you notice we managed to get into the final answer. So this one is one simple question that you can actually learn from it. I have it contained a lot. So you will be able to understand from this part. So do we still have the next one or no? So there is no other contoh soalan. So now we go into this side. Okay, now let me check who is actually logged in. Oh gosh, no one is actually logged in. To be honest, when you actually log in, I can actually see your names appear here. So there's the reasons last week. I know that Jennifer and also Carissa is actually logged in, right? So there's a part that I know because your name will be appear here. Okay, so now if you have free, you should free then you can actually log in and try to answer, or you can choose any of the questions for you to look into it. So now let's discuss on the first question. Okay, so now let's discuss on the first question. Now they're telling us things that diagram 1 show a straight line AB. Okay, fine, it's AB. And then they're telling us things that given that the gradient, they directly give us the answer for gradient is 3. And the gradients for the AB is actually 3. So from here, I can turn it into symbol that we been using. That is your m equal to 3. Your gradient is actually m equal to 3. Now they say state the equation of the straight line. Same thing. I will be written as y equal to mx plus c. So I will written it as mx plus c. So since I already know that my m is 3, so I can write as y equal to 3x plus c. Currently. Then where do I need to find my c? Remember, what does it mean by c? It's actually your y-intercept when x equal to 0. So where is that point? It's this point. So this is actually my c. C equal to 2. Therefore, I will be able to write you y equal to 3x plus 2. Not plus c anymore. So now I know the answer. That is 3x plus 2. So this is my final answer. Okay. So remember that this is how we will be able to get the answer. Okay, so we have the answer y equal to 3x plus 2. So this one is your contoh soalan for number 1. Okay, now next to Okay, so I think I need you guys to give me the input, right? Yeah, for those can actually log in, you can actually try to log in. Okay, so now I'm going to stop for a while for the question 2 and 3 until you guys give me the answer. Dang, dang, dang. Okay, where is the answers? I just need the 2 and 3. Okay, thank you very much. I noticed that someone already sent me the answer. Okay, so from this one, your friends already sent me the answer directly. I wrote So for the equations number 2, your friends giving me this y equal to x minus 1, and then for the second one, the third one A is actually y equal to negative 5 over 6x plus 5, and the B is actually y equal to 1 per 2x minus 2. Yeah. So now let's check the answer. Let's check the answers together. So now they're telling us this is a straight line that drawn on the CD, and the CD. So now I have the equations of the CD. I need to look into here. So it's allowed me to change color. So this is my y-intercept. So this is actually negative 1. If you notice carefully. So this is actually the negative 1. So if I enlarge it, so this is the biggest that I can have together with my calculator. Okay, so now this is actually negative 1. So you notice that they actually got a negative 1 day. And now, like what just now I dot for you, for the previous question. Okay, so you notice that this is actually a coordinate of 6, 5. So you notice this is a coordinate of 6, 5. So means for your gradient, okay, I have 5. Oops. Okay, I have 5 minus, okay, this one, the coordinate C, it should be read as 0, negative 1. So my coordinate C should be 0, negative 1. So it's a negative 1, so make sure that you have the bracket. 5 minus in the bracket negative 1, and then divide by 6 minus kosong. So now you have 6 over 6. That means you have 1. So now my gradient is 1. My y-intercept is negative 1. So I can directly write into my equation. Y equal to 1 x minus 1. So of course, we understand saying that 1x means x lah, right? 1 multiply with anything, it will equal to that anything, right? Example like 1 darab Mackenzie. So we understand that is equal to Mackenzie. So we never read it as 1 Mackenzie, right? So here we are going to rewrite y equal to x tolak 1. So this one is our final answer. Is that correct? Now let's check back. So it's actually similar to your friends giving me. So y equal to x minus 1. So now I will put the tick here. Congratulations for your friends. Good. So now it's good. So next one, let's double check on the second one. Yeah. So what they want, they also want us to find the equations of the straight line for. Now be careful. So it's actually for EF. Yeah. Let's settle the EF first. Yeah. So now I come here. Allow me just to zoom in as big as possible. EF. So EF, I need the coordinate E. Yeah, I need the coordinate E. So from the coordinate, you can see already when you dot. So you notice the coordinate E is actually -2 and 4. Yeah, -2 and 4. And then for my F is here. So my F is actually 6, 0. Okay, my Y is actually 0. But this 6, 0 is actually your x-intercept. Yeah, be careful. 6, 0 is actually your x-intercept, not your y-intercept. Where is the y-intercept? The y-intercept is here. Okay, so this is my y-intercept, which is equal to 3. Yeah, so you notice that is actually the answer. So it's more than enough information, right? So I'm going to do the calculation. Yeah, so I'm going to do the M calculation for EF. Yeah, so it's better that you write down which straight line that you are referring to. If you put it as M, people might be confused because now you have 2 straight lines. So which gradients are you calculating? You are calculating the EF, you calculating the GH, or you are calculating the other? Yeah, so we need to be specifically telling the marker. Yeah, so we are writing as M and then EF. So now I know you are calculating gradient bagi EF. Yeah, so now this is the information. So next one, now let's sub it in. So I'm going to put 0 first because EF, so you still remember my sequence, right? 0 minus 4 over 6 minus -2. Be careful, that is actually minus 2. So here you can press into your calculator directly, you can get 1 over 2, -1 over 2. So if you don't believe me, now I'm going to double check with the calculator. 0 minus 4, and then 6 minus in the bracket -2, close the bracket. You see, the calculator directly give me without pressing the equal sign. But of course, if you're using your calculator, you need to press the equal. Remember, you will need to press the equal. But for me, my versions, I don't need. Immediately, it gives me the answers as -1/2. So this one is my answer correctly, right? So next thing is my y-intercept. I already have my y-intercept. So now I just need to substitute into the equation. So I have y equal to -1/2 x and then plus 3. This answer is more than enough for me to answer the question. So I believe the next one will be the GH. Let's us solve the questions together, and then we can actually compare with the answers. So now, same thing, I'm going to look for the coordinate G. Okay, so now you notice my coordinate G will be -2, -3. My coordinate G is actually -2, -3. My coordinate H will be 4, 0. My coordinate H will be 4, 0. Then where is my y-intercept? My y-intercept is here. Okay, so this is my y-intercept, which is equal to -2. My y-intercept will be equal to -2. So now, same thing, I'm going to calculate my M GH. Gradient bagi garis lurus GH. So GH, H adalah X2, Y2. Okay, so now I'm going to put 0 minus, be careful with the negative. So you put the bracket in and then divide 4 minus -2. So if you're not sure with your answer, don't force yourself. Don't force yourself. So remember, whenever you see negative, you just put a bracket there. Okay, when you see negative, put a bracket there. Don't care anything, you just put a bracket there. Okay, when you see the negative, regardless you're telling me that it's in the front or at the back. To make sure, saying that you will follow to the habits. That's one. Second, you are not going to make any careless mistakes. I will advise you, whenever that you sub in the negative value, you put in the bracket, regardless in front or at the back, I don't care. Yeah, you put a bracket. Yeah, with the moment that you put the bracket, you actually not wrong, even though in front. Yeah, people are not saying, hey, yeah, when you put a bracket in front, I'm going to minus your mark. No, yeah, they will not minus your mark. But when you don't put the bracket, then they are going to minus your mark. Okay, so that is the problem with it. Yeah, so it's easy and easier for us to put the bracket. So that's why you have no confusion. Yeah, so you just remember, I see negative number, negative. Yeah, sorry, I put a bracket. Yeah, I see negative number, bracket. That is how we can actually try to do the adjustment. Yeah, so now you already have the answer. Example, like now, I totally don't know what is the answer. Yeah, I scared that I have calculated wrongly. Yeah, don't be so gay using your mental maths and then give the wrong answer. People in Hokkien say, right? Yeah, kiang the whole, my gay kiang, right? Don't be over show your intelligence. Yeah, then at the end you memalukan diri sendiri sahaja. Yeah, so don't. Yeah, so now you just use your calculator. Yeah, so we just press the calculator. 0 minus in the bracket -3, close it like what I've been written there. Go down to the denominator, 4 tolak -2, tutup. Yeah. So you notice it become a positive 1/2. Yeah, so happy, you just write it down. Alright, this is already more than enough for the step. And then you have your y-intercept, that is -2. So everything that you need is already there. Yeah? So now you're just going to write y equal to 1/2 tolak 2. Yeah, sorry, 1/2 tolak 2 pula apalah budak ini. I've forgotten my x, right? Sorry for it. Okay, so now 1/2 x tolak 2. Okay, so this is only the informations that we can have. So it's very simple, very straightforward. Yeah, no need to be stressed saying that, alamak, what is the value, everything. You just need to find the coordinate. And good about maths is what? You have the box. Yeah, you have the box. Yeah, so you just need to calculate the box. So this one is our reference point, 0, 0. Yeah, so remember that. So this one is our reference point, 0, 0. Your O means your asalan, your origin. Yeah, so it's always be 0, 0. So naik atas, your y become positive. Turun bawah means your y become negative. Go to your right, so means that your x become positive. Go to your left, it means that your x is negative. That's all. Yeah, so very straightforward. No need to stress. Yeah, so you just remember saying that 0 is actually, O is actually 0, 0, which means your asalan, your origin. Okay. So now we have these two equations done. So now let me check either they are actually correct or wrong. Okay. So the second one is actually correct. Good. So this one is good. Okay, but this one is wrong. So it's not +5. Yeah, so it's actually only 3. Okay, because it's below 4. It's actually below 4. So I think this one 5 is you read it correct. You read it wrongly lah. So if you want to place that, no worry, take your time, but of course don't take until few hours to do the calculations lah. We can actually count like this one. So like just now I say this is already 0, 0, right? So you just need to go up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so you notice that. So you from the 0, you just go up 1, 2, 3. So I know that my y-intercept is already 3. Yeah. So this one is this part. And then the 5, 6, I think you read the coordinate wrongly. I think your friends read the coordinate wrongly. Yep. When they give you boxes, they have pro and cons. Okay, when they give you the boxes, they have pro and cons. The pro is what? The pro is you can calculate. Yeah, I can actually count it. Yeah, which one and which one. Example, like my y-intercept. You notice that they don't label to me, right? But I know that it's 3. Yeah, I know there's -2. I know this is the coordinate. Yeah? This is a good one. The bad one will cost you mata juli. Yeah, because too many boxes. Yeah, so when you are tired, when you're doing at the night time, obviously you're going to be mata sepet. Suddenly your mata becomes sepet. You know, but you count it wrongly. So this is the issue when it comes to this one. So this is the careless mistake part. Sorry, I need to give you the fish for it. So now next one, your question 4. Okay, I put it like this. So that's why you can actually try to do the question 7 also. Okay, now give you some time for you to try on doing the questions 4 and also question 7. Okay, so notice that your friends already submit to me. Nice. So the number 4. Okay, so your friends are submitting the answer for me. So what is the answer? The answer is y equal to negative 1 over 2x plus 5. Okay, so you notice that your friends are submitting me this answer. So now double check. Let's double check on the information. So now they say also the same thing, right? They ask us to look for the persamaan. So means that the equation. So we are going to do the same thing. So now let's identify the coordinate first. Okay, so now let's identify the coordinate first. So the coordinate of this point will be 0, 5. Then for your n will be 10, 0. So we have these two. So automatically, I'm going to look for the gradient. I'm going to look for the gradient. So it will be 0 tolak 5 over 10 tolak kosong. So you press into calculator, you should be getting negative half over 2. 1 over 2 negative half lah. So if you don't believe me, or don't be so kiang, kiang the whole my kiang. So now let's double check. So it's going to be 0 minus 5. And then 10 minus 0. Oh, luckily tidak mempersesuaikan, right? So I get the correct answer. Negative 1/2. Okay, but now don't be so happy you go and put the tanda like that. Alright, if you remember, what is this tanda telling you? This tanda is actually telling the marker saying that this is my final answer. Okay, be careful. So this tanda is actually representing saying that you are informing the marker saying that ini jawapan akhir. So means that ignore your other answer. Just terima jawapan ini sebagai jawapan akhir. Dengan mengendahkan jawapan lain. Tak payah kira, tak payah tengok pun jawapan lain. Ini adalah jawapan akhir saya. Okay? So you will need to be very careful. Okay, and remember the concept of your maths. Yeah, your concept of the maths is what? Your maths will be pilih yang salah. Pilih yang salah. So what does it mean by pilih yang salah? So if you have two methods, example, method A is wrong, method B is correct. So sorry, in terms of maths, we need to choose your method A, which is actually a wrong method. We cannot choose your method B, which is the correct method. Yeah, so this is what we mean by choose the wrong one. Yeah, so remember this is what we call as choosing the wrong one. Yeah, so be careful with that. Okay, so now I'm done with this one, and obviously this is actually my y-intercept already. Yeah, so this is very obvious. This is my y-intercept. So means my equation will directly become y equal to -1/2 x plus with 5. Okay, so this is my final answer. If this is my final answer, baru I put a double line. Yeah? Some of you love to put a double line. Some of you love to put a hashtag. Some of you like to just put one line. Fine. Yeah, any symbol that you want. Yeah, some of you even love to draw a line. Yeah, so it's still acceptable. Yeah, but for me, of course, I don't like it. Yeah, to be honest. Yeah, because of my not because of my personality it's just because of my another subject. Okay, yeah, my another subject is discouraging people to put the hashtag or any symbol for your final answer. So that is the reasons why for me I don't love to put any of the symbolic. Yeah, so make sure saying that. So now I'm just going to put you a label. Okay, so I'm not going to rub off. Yeah, I'm not going to rub off. So I'm going to put a remark here. So this one, okay, should not appear. Okay, you notice here, I put a should not appear. So this one is optional. Okay, so here you notice that I put it as a optional. Optional means that you want to put, you put lah. You don't want to put, fine. Following to my own style, I usually no, and most of the time don't put. Okay, so the top one, it should not be appear. The moment that you appear, your final answers will not be accepted. Okay, so it's a -1/2 plus with 5. So following to your friend's answer, congrats. Yeah, so your friends are actually getting the correct answer. Yeah, so that's all for the question number 1 until the question number 4. You notice that it's very straightforward. Yeah, so far there is no challenge, right? Okay, next one, let's go to the question 5. Okay, same thing, I'm waiting for your answer. Yeah, why there is no people logging in? Let me check who can actually access it. Dia, why you're not logging in? Yeah, Jennifer. I know that you can actually log in. Yeah, both of you. The others I'm not sure. Yeah, because I really don't go and check your phone. Yeah, so I really don't know either you can or not. But maybe in the future, I will know. Yeah, why? Because shortly we are going to do a survey. Yeah, you just be honest lah, no worry lah. The survey is very simple. Only ask you, you have a phone or not? If has, example like smartphone, yeah, you have what type of smartphone? Android phone or is iPhone? Yeah, you have tablet or not? Yeah, you have the Android tablet or you have the what you call the iPad tablet. Yeah, you have laptop not? You have a window or you have, oh yeah, I forgot. For laptop you can have a Chromebook. Yeah, so mine may need to be added in. Because my question is very simple. I've got laptop. Yeah, you have a window or you have the MacBook. Yeah, something like that. Very straightforward. So from there I will be able to know that what kind of peranti that you have. Okay, so now let me check. I don't think I received any answers now. Like betul. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have it. Oh, someone that is using type. Okay, nice. Okay, so the answers giving to me is actually y equal to x plus 5. Yeah, so now let's see, yeah, either is actually correct or not. Yeah, so same thing, I'm going to zoom in like this. Find the coordinate of the point. Seems that the k is already given to me, so lucky for us, right? The k is already given to me, so I just need my l. My l is 0,5. So this is my y-intercept already. Okay, so you notice that the questions are so kind to us. So it's already giving us the y-intercept. So the step that we need to do is gradients of KL. Yeah, your gradients of the KL. Not the keturunan Kuala Lumpur. It's actually the point K and L. So now I have 5 minus 17 over 0 minus 12. Yeah, so same thing. I'm going to press into the calculator. Okay, now it's 1. Yeah, so now you notice that it's actually equal to 1. Yeah, so from this information, I know that y equal to 1x tambah 5. Yeah, so like what I say, you can actually know that 1x means x. Yeah, so the final answer will be y equal to x plus 5. Yay, good job. Okay, so this is how we can get the correct answer. Yeah, so this is your number 5. Next one, your number 6. Stamping, giving you some time for you to try first before we proceed with your answer. Okay, when you're done, you're just going to be giving me the answers. Yeah, I'm still waiting for your answer. Hey, lai. Why so suddenly become quiet? Oh, okay. So I have one answer already. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I received the answer is y equal to 3x minus 16. Yeah, so is that true? Let's read the questions. Yeah, so now I think the gradients already giving to us, right? They're telling us, yeah, if the gradients of the PR is actually equal to 3. Yeah? So now I already know the gradient is equal to 3. Yeah? And then they say find the equation. Oh, there is nothing. Yeah? So, okay, so we need to extend, okay, until this point. So for this point, it's actually 0, y. Yeah, so we extend. So this point is particularly called 0, y. So they should be the same gradient. Yeah, because they're in the same straight line. So by right, the gradient is the same. That is m equal to 3. Yeah. So now allow me just to substitute in. Yeah. So you notice saying that I'm going to put y tolak 5, okay, over kosong tolak 7, right? Equal to 3. So this 3 I'm going to write as 3 over 1. Yeah. So allow me just to write as a 3 over 1, right? So now I have y tolak 5 over -7 equal to 3 over 1. Yeah, why they always help me to read the thing. Okay, after I come to here, what should I do? I'm going to cross multiply. Okay, so 1 multiplied by y minus 5 is equal to 3 multiplied by -7. Yeah, now this is the value that we have. Yeah? So y tolak 5 will be equal to -21. Okay, so it will be equal to -21. Yeah, so means my y will be -21 plus with 5, which is going to give you -16. Yeah, so now my y is the y-intercept that is -16. Yeah, so therefore the final answers will be this one. Okay, so means that your friend's answer is correct. Good. Okay, gradient is given to us. So you notice directly sub and -16. I already showing you how do we get the -16. Yeah, so that is the part that we have already. Okay, now we proceed to the next question, number 7. Yeah, number 7. Can I have Itana to do? Yay! Right, we are going to ask Itana to do. Right, Shalina, are you there? If you there, just please laugh. Laugh means this icon laugh. Don't you laugh sendiri dekat sana. Okay, I can't hear you. Yeah. Oh, hello. Alamak. Yeah. Then I need to check one by one already lah. Itana, are you there? Okay. Yeah, number 7 is yours, Itana. Thank you for laughing. Sure, no problem. But don't take until 12 o'clock. Thank you. Right, Shalina. Are you there, Shalina? Ting tong. Alamak. Budak ini login tapi tak ada kat sana. Oh, kena tangkap. Oh, wait you want me to wait what Okay, so question number 8 is yours Okay, thank you. So thank you to tell me that wait So I wait kau lor. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I received the answers from Itana already. That's you, right? Okay. Okay, so now from the Itana answer, she wrote me is this. So first step that she is actually doing is to calculate the gradient. Yeah, directly she is actually calculating the gradient. So lucky for her, why do I say that it's lucky for her? Because both coordinate is being given. Yeah, both coordinate is already been given. Yeah, so she just need to write gradients of ml. Yeah, if don't want, you just write as ml as m that is more than enough. Yeah, we all know that small m or lowercase m is stand for the gradient. So now what she wrote is 4 minus 1 over 3 minus bracket 3, right? So now double check. 4 minus 1, 3 minus minus 3. Yep, that's actually correct. So now you notice it becomes 1/2. Yeah, so you just need to key in into the calculator, then you can get the answers. Next one. Let me see. Okay, so you notice that we need the y-intercept, right? Yeah, we need the y-intercept. Yeah, we don't have the y value intercept in this moment. So where is the point? The point is actually here. Okay, this point is actually located here. So I don't know what is the y. I only know the x is 0, like this. Yeah, so I only know this one. Yeah. So example like Itana, she don't show how she actually get the y-intercept as 3. Yeah, she don't show that. She don't to really telling us that how she actually get the 3. Yeah, why? Because she directly just wrote me this one. Okay, so here very clear to us saying that she has the 1/2 because of this 1/2. Yeah, so this one makes sense, right? No issue. But the problem is, where is this 3 coming from? Yeah, all of us are puzzled. Example like me myself, I now am puzzled. At this moment, I also feel like, hey, how accurate is that 3? Is that correct? Yeah. Yep, I know the range is between 1 to 4 lah. Yeah, but how do I know that it's 3? Cannot be 2.5 lah. Okay, something like that, right? So how do we going to show that particular question? Okay, like what do we know? The gradient is the same because it's an ml, right? So means that this particular point with the m is also the same gradient. Yeah. So now I'm going to say y minus 4 over 0 minus 3 is the same as 1/2. Yeah, and the gradient that we calculate. Yeah, because there should be the same gradient. Yeah, because they are in the same straight line. Same straight line means what? Same gradient. Yeah, so remember, same straight line means what? Same gradient. Okay, so now from here, I'm going to proceed. So I'm going to cross over. Okay, I'm going to cross over. So now I have 2, and then y minus 4 is the same as -3. Yeah, so now I have this. Then I multiply my 2 in. So be careful when you multiply, you need to multiply to everybody. So now I have 2y tolak 8 equal to -3. Yeah, then you notice that my 2y is actually equal to let me see, bring it over so it become plus, right? So it should become 5, right? Not 6 or alamak. Okay, so am I substituting the wrong value? Let's double check. Yeah, so now is 0y, so it should be 4 3. Yes, then 0y, yeah, is correct, right? When it's equivalent to 1/2. Yeah, so now I notice that I'm not doing any wrong value here. So you notice what? My y is actually 5/2, right? Which you notice already, right? It's not 3. This is what just now I asked, right? How do I know that it's 3? Yeah. Can I double check? It cannot be 5/2. So you notice this one, right? So this is the part that we need to be very careful. Okay. So this one, the answer should be, let me check. Yeah, so the answer should be y equal to 1/2 X tambah dengan 5/2. Okay, so this is a method 1. I call it as a method 1. Okay, so now this is actually one set that's going to give me the method 1. Yeah? So now I'm going to show you method 2. Okay, so I think it's a time that for me to showing you the method 2 already. Yeah, what is the method 2? The method 2 is I just need one set of the coordinate. Yeah, I just need one set. So from the calculations of the gradient, which is 1/2. Yeah, so now we already know that y equal to 1/2 x plus c, because we don't know the c, right? Yeah, we don't know the c. Yeah, so we have this. Now you just need to pick one set of the coordinate, either one. You can pick the m, you can pick the l. Yeah, I'm going to do both. Yeah, I'm going to do both for you to do the comparing. Okay? So now I'm going to pick the point m. Okay, so I'm going to sub into the formula. So now I have 4, okay, equal to 1/2, and then darab dengan 3, and then plus with c. Okay, so now you can see already 4 minus 3/2 is equal to my c. Okay, so it will be your, then you will notice saying that my c, it will become 5/2. Okay, so I already double check. So now the two formulas, yeah, the blue ones and also this one, yeah, the method 2, it actually telling me saying that my answer is correct. Yeah, 5/2. Yeah, if you are still lagging, yeah, you're telling me saying that I'm still not so trust you, lah, teacher. Okay, fine. So we're going to select another point. That is your n. Negative 3, 1. Same thing, I'm going to sub into the formula. So 1 equal to 1/2, and then negative 3, and then plus with c. Okay, so now you notice what? 1 plus with 3/2 is equal to my c. So means that my c will be equal to 5/2. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. So regardless you're using which coordinate m, coordinate n, you notice that you are still end up with y equal to 1/2x plus with 5/2. Okay, you still end up with the same equation. Yeah, y equal to 1/2x plus with 5/2. Okay, so this is the part that you will be understanding lah. Okay, so now we already know saying that the answers is there. Yeah, so remember, Itana and everybody here, you will need to show me the steps. Yeah, so you cannot be suddenly plus with c. Yeah, so you will need to show how does you get the 3. Okay, so this one is the part that we have. Right. Next question, there is your question number 8. Right. Shalina. Okay, so I'm going to show the question number 9 also. Now, who wants to do the number 9? Any volunteer? No volunteer. Huh? Okay, no volunteer. Then I'm going to call the person. Okay, like Mackenzie. Are you there, Mackenzie? Hello, Mackenzie. If you there, please laugh. Yeah, I'm here, so that's why I'm laughing. Yeah. Oh, now sudah kena tangkap sudah. Oh, Mackenzie tak ada. Oh, yes. Alamak, takutnya dia. Yeah, now I really laugh. Okay, Mackenzie. The soalan nombor 9 kamu punya. Okay, nombor 8 ialah Sarina, dan lepas tu nombor 9 ialah kamu punya. Okay, I'm waiting for you. Okay. Takutnya saya, tiba-tiba jawapan hilang. Alright, yeah. Okay, so now let's see jawapan daripada Sarina. Yeah. So, apa yang dia tulis? Satu, dia tulis formula y equal to mx plus c. Kemudian dia kata m sama dengan 2. C sama dengan negatif 3. Sebab koordinat dia kosong negatif 3. Maka Y sama dengan 2X tolak 3. Yeah, so this is the information that Charlina give me, yeah, from the WhatsApp. So now let's double check and read the questions either this is actually relevant or not. Okay, sebab dia sudah beritahu kita memintas paksi Y pada kosong negatif 3. So it means that this is valid lah. Yeah, so no need to do any calculation, yeah, because they already inform us kosong negatif 3. Keturunan adalah 2. Okay, the gradient is actually 2, so means that this is already the information. Yep. So you see that Sharina punya soalan jauh lebih senang berbanding dengan Itana punya soalan tadi. Yeah, so far from the questions that we did, yeah, so to be honest with you, the Itana question is the toughest one so far. Yeah, I'm not sure about the other question. Yeah, but so far up to question number 8, you notice that the Itana one is the tough one. Yeah, because even Itana also accidentally calculate the wrong one. So we consider as a tough one. Okay. So now you can see that number 8 is also very straightforward. Yeah, and the information is already given to us. So means that directly ganti. Yeah. So we have the answer that is correct. Yay! Number 9 ready. Yeah. So we're waiting for our Mackenzie. Okay. So meanwhile, Mackenzie is doing the number 9 for us. So just show you the question number 10. So anyone want to do the 10? Then tak ada. Okay, kalau tak ada, oh no problem, Kenzie. Just go ahead with your number 9. I actually asking for number 10. So number 10, Dia and Chelsea. Okay, kamu dua buat untuk soalan nombor 10. Okay, by right I should check in first, right? Hi Dia, are you there? If there, please laugh to me. Okay, now Chelsea. Yeah, okay, good. So both of you going to do me the number 10, yeah? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, celebration. Okay. Okay, so now we have the so we have Mackenzie sent me the answers already. Yeah. So now let's go through. Meanwhile, we are waiting for Dia and also the Chelsea to give us the question number 10. Yeah. Okay. So now we have this. Yeah. So now let's see. Mackenzie give me calculating the first step, calculating the gradient. So M sama dengan 4 tolak negatif 8 bahagi dengan 12 tolak negatif 4. Then he actually give me the, I just copy the final answer lah ya, Mac. So you're going to give me the 3/4, right? And then, ooh, nice, yeah. So you're actually using that particular formula, nice. So you have y tolak negatif 8 sama dengan 3/4, and then x tolak negatif 4, close it, yeah. So he is actually using this formula, that is y minus y1 equal to m in the big bracket x minus x1. Yeah, so what is the formula that Mackenzie is actually using here? Is actually this, y tolak y1 sama dengan m dalam kurungan x tolak x1. Yeah, so this is the particular formula that he actually used for showing us the final answer. Yeah, then just move around. Then you notice that the final answer is 3/4x tolak 5. Okay, so this is the way that he actually did for this one. Nothing wrong, because you cannot calculate the what we call the y-intercept, right? But actually you still can, right? Because you have been given the 2 coordinate. Yeah, so means that you just create another point, then you will be done. So here you notice that what Mackenzie giving us, I'm going to label as a method 1. Yeah, nothing wrong with it, to be honest. 4 minus 8, 12 minus 4, so it becomes 12, 16. Okay, 3/4, there's nothing wrong. And then -4, -8, plus 8, 8 plus 4, so it becomes 3 plus. Okay, so it's a plus 5. Okay, nothing wrong with the calculations here. Yeah, so you notice that this is good. Yeah, so all of it is actually done correctly. Yeah, so now I'm going to showing you the method 2. Okay, my method 2 is a traditional method. Okay, my method 2 is a traditional method. Yeah, so here I'm going to still using y equal to mx plus c. But thank you to Mackenzie, we already noticed that the gradient is 3/4. So now I just directly sub in. Yeah, so you notice that I can directly write off my m. Okay, then I'm going to put in my answers as 3/4. Yeah, so thanks to Mackenzie gradient. Of course, the gradient you still need to calculate. Yeah, the gradient is the important part. Only when it forms into the equation, that one it will be method 1, method 2, method 3. Yeah, so we have the thing. But gradient you still need it. Okay, so after I get here, I'm going to select any point that I like. So example, like I'm selecting 12/4. Yeah, I'm selecting 12/4. So now I have 12 equal to 3/4 darab dengan 4 plus C. Yeah, so now you notice it become 12 tolak 3 sama dengan C. So means my C is actually equal to 9. Okay, my C is actually equal to, oh, okay. Now I know what is actually happening to me. I put in the wrong X and Y. Yeah, so there's the reasons why I'm getting the wrong answer here. Okay, so it should be 4. Oops. I should be writing 4, and this one should be 12. Okay, then it will become 4 tolak 9. Yeah, so now I should be getting -5. Yeah, So from my method number 2, you notice that the equation is still the same. Y equal to 3/4 X tolak 5. Yeah, so this one is the method number 2. Yeah. So how about method number 3? Do we still have method number 3? Yes, we have. Yeah. So far that I already covered for you, I cover 2 methods, but Mackenzie covered another method for you. So we have 3 methods here now. So method number 3 is I go and identify kosong Y. That is my y-intercept. Okay, this is my y-intercept. Yeah. So now I have Y tolak 4 bahagi dengan kosong tolak 12 is equal to 3/4. Yeah, it's the same gradient. Yeah, so the gradient is 3/4. So I'm going to write inside here. Okay. Okay. So I have this. So now I have 4y minus 16 equal to, so remember, so I crossover multiplication. So minus 16. So now it's equal to negative 36. Yeah, negative 36. Yeah. Then my 4y, it become negative 20. So means my y is negative 5. Okay, so now you notice that I already get my y. That is negative 5. Remember, this y is already my y-intercept. So that's why you notice my x is equal to 0. So same thing, I already have my equation. Y equal to 3/4 x tolak 5. So you notice they are all end up with the same answer. Regardless, the black one, that is Mackenzie method. The equation is y equal to 3/4x minus 5. And then my method number 2, which is I select any coordinate into the x and y to look for my c. So you notice that I'm still end up with the same equation, or the very basic of the equation, that is I go and look for my y-intercept, 0y. Then you notice the answer is still the same. So 3 methods is acceptable. So it depends on you which method that you think is more comfortable with you. So you just go ahead of using it. Nothing wrong with it. You can use it any way that you like. Okay, so ini ialah Chelsea. So Chelsea already give me the answer, number 10. Okay, now let's see what she wrote. Okay, so from Chelsea, she wrote me the school is actually 7-9. And then for Rumah An, is actually -5, -3. And then the gradient is 9 tolak 3 over 7 tolak 5. Okay, so getting a 1. Then she's actually using the same technique as Mackenzie. Nothing wrong with that. So now is y tolak 3. There is 1 tolak 5. Okay, so this is the value. Then straight away it becomes y equal to x plus 2. Because it's plus 5 minus 3. So 5 minus 3. So you get the x equal to y equal to x plus 2. So following to the calculation is exactly correct. Nothing make any chance mistake. Just maybe the mistakes will be only appear. Maybe it's because of reading wrong coordinate. You just maybe reading a wrong coordinate. So that is what we scale. So this is actually 7. And this is actually the 9. So this is actually a correct coordinate. So this is 5, okay, -5, and this is a -3. So this is again a correct coordinate. So seems like this is a correct coordinate. By right, there is no issue. So there is no issue of getting all this information. So you notice is exactly correct here. So Ajit, are you done? Ajit pula. Dia. Sorry. Dia. Dia. Are you done? Yeah, same answer, right? Yeah, can you do the method 2 or method 3? Can you do the other method? Yeah, can you show me? Send me your answers for using the other method. Okay. Okay, wait, okay, wait lắm. We wait lắm. Yeah, we just wait for Dia for another method. Someone already helped me to do on this page. Thank you. Yeah. We were waiting for Dia, yeah, for the answer, yeah, for the another method. So let's do for this question. Yeah, seems like your friends already helping me to John Teng here. Thank you very much. So now let's go towards this. Okay. So now let's go towards this. Yeah. So first of all, is need to be identify the coordinate. Yeah. So your friends are identify the coordinate. R is 04. Yes, this is actually correct. And then S is 62. So this is actually correct also. So the next step is will be finding the coordinate. So 4 tolak 2, 0 tolak 6. Fine. This is actually correct. So 2 over -6. So you get a -1/3. Congratulations. So following to the formula, this one is going to be sub in. Okay, yep, this is correct. And then you notice this is the y-intercept. So you just copy it down here. Yeah, so congratulations. This is good. Yeah, siapa yang buat ini ya? Thank you very much. Yeah, so you already done the question. Okay, so you still have 3 more, but that one never mind. Yeah, so we just waiting for Dia and other methods. Okay. Meanwhile, anyone want to try to do the other thing? Yeah, the other two questions. Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah. So example like your friends here. Nice. Okay. Mm. Mm. Yeah, we just wait for Dia for a while, and then we try to finish this question, and then we can go off. Call for a night. Apa lu mau? Excuse me. Dia, are you done, Dia? Dia. How long? Almost. Okay. We just give Dia chance. Okay, so I heard some ding dong, so I assume it's Dia. Already, yes. Okay. Okay. I thought you do inside. Okay. So from Dia, so apa yang Dia buat? I presume that Dia is making this one. So she has m equal to 1. Yeah, so remember that. So we need to calculate that one. And then she actually just wrote it as x plus c. And then she actually using the coordinate of 7, 9. So we're going to submit in. So 9 equal to 7 plus c. So means that your c is equal to 2. Yeah. So therefore, your equation will be y equal to x plus 2. Yeah. So you notice it's the same as Chelsea. Yeah. So Chelsea also getting the same equation, y equal to x plus 2. Okay. Then method 2, that is by Dia, is also y equal to x plus 2. Yeah. So remember that. So this one is Dia method. So this one is Chelsea method. Okay, so that's all. So I think that's all for tonight. Yeah, so I'm not going to drag anything. Yeah, so ooh, there's someone already done for the question 2. Yeah, so if like that, then we just spend some time to discuss on this one. Very fast, very fast. Yeah, seems like it's already ready. Okay, so the coordinate 0, 3. Yeah, so we have one set, and then the v is already 5, 7. So we just need to look for the gradient. Yeah, so same thing, keturunan gradient. So 7 minus 3. 5 minus 0. So congrats, this is actually 4 over 5. Yes, the gradient is actually correct. And then using it into the formula, yeah, so this one again, the formula is y minus y1 equal to m, and then x minus x1. Yeah, so the thing, yeah. So I presume saying that your friends here is writing using mouse. Yeah, so it's not using a pencil. So you can see the handwriting a little bit jahit lah, but at least good. Yeah, I still remember my colleague, yeah, my friend, yeah, she teach or write using mouse until she's so comfortable of using mouse to write now. Okay, so that is actually what actually happened. So yes, this one, and then just bring it over. Yep, congratulations. This is actually the correct answer. Yeah, good. Okay, so that's all we have for tonight. Yeah, so the other two questions, if you want to, anyone want to try, you just try it. Yeah, so no issue with it. Then we can actually share the questions and discuss using the other video. Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much and good night already. Yay, we can celebrate. Bye.